Hello everyone, it's Jaron again with NCSI, here to talk about another Ivanti Endpoint Manager service update. This time I'm reviewing EPM 2022 Service Update 4. I'm just going to hit some highlights here on the README and then I'll demonstrate a couple of them in the console. The first one I want to talk about is this. The engine-based agent now has a column in the default column configuration to show you the marked for upgrade, whether or not that's happened, and I'll show you that. Down here, coming down to the Mac agent, they have removed the OS X profiles from Mac, the Mac agent configuration. So if you were using those, they're no longer available inside of that Mac config. With Patch Manager, we have two big ones. The first one is the console. They've added a new vulnerability scan and patch all items filter. So if you're looking through the security and patch information on a computer, you'll be able to limit the things you see in history to just vulnerability scanning and patches. Very handy if you're trying to troubleshoot patching. The other one is this option to disable auto deployment in case autofix is enabled for a vulnerability and new content changes have taken place. So in this case, if a patch definition has a new revision, we have the option that you can set in the console to either continue autofixing or this new behavior which says if the revision goes up, disable autofix. So, neat new feature there. There's the ability to disable individual tasks in provisioning, and Microsoft's Secure Boot patches for CVE 2023-24932 has been added to our boot.wim files and bootx64.wim file for OS provisioning. PowerShell packages can now be run from source rather than downloaded. That was not possible before. There are a few fixes, some of them a little more generic than others. I don't really want to cover them all. But there's a couple here. Drag and drop when moving devices between folders in the public devices folder. So I used to copy it, now it has a move function. And then another big one here. Endpoint security. Windows 10 upgrade to Windows 11 fails if endpoint security is running on a client device. That has been repaired now. No longer will it be an issue for you. Further down the list, we have some patch manager issues that have been resolved with HP HII drivers being extracted in the wrong location. Full scan times out when using the CSA. I actually experienced that one. And patch campaign running for only a year, then stopping. So those have been resolved. This is one that's probably not big for most people, but if you use Portal Manager, there was an issue where the image for categories was not displayed, and that has been resolved. A couple of issues with disconnected templates failing, and an inject script handler fails when devices have been updated from the legacy agent to the engine-based agent. A couple of other issues here with software distribution that have been resolved. Some of them are variables that have been moved to one place or another. Right here, EBA agent software distribution package fails if a non-admin user is logged in and the package account is set to use current user. Web console. So if you're making queries inside of the Web 2.0 console, you get this no data message when executing certain of the queries, and that has also been resolved. So overall, not much of a heavy update, but it does fix a lot of problems and does include a couple of nice features. So I told you earlier about the security and patch information. Alright, here is my security patch information for my agent. And if I come to history and click on that, you can see we have a lot of like audit successes, and there's some security scans and reboots and stuff like that. I'm usually looking in here not for these things or logins or logouts. I'm looking for patch information. So this is the new filter, vulnerability scan and patch all items. Alright, the filter has been applied, and now you can see I just see security scans, reboots, and here are some patch install attempts. So Makes life a little bit easier when you're trying to troubleshoot some patching issues. Very nice feature. The other thing I wanted to point out was in the column set. Now I don't have it in my column set here. It is in the default column set. But I wanted to show you where in the inventory that new attribute lives, and it's in this new folder called Agent Status. If I click on that, I have an attribute called Marked for Upgrade. 0 equals not. 1 equals yes, marked for upgrade. Some other nice information in here. We have like the current configuration name, the engine version. If you are marking it for upgrade, it has the target engine version there as well. And another folder called Engine State gives you information about each of those engines for that agent. So, some nice information for you there. And that about wraps up Service Update 4. As always, if you have questions or problems, would like to talk to somebody about it, please reach out. You can visit our website at ncsi.us to get more information. Other than that, I will see you next time.